Hey, hello friends. Okay, so we did 2025, so let's do 2026. But I want to get a different deck. So just let me give you this deck because I don't know, the other deck was acting up on me a little bit. So we'll do this. Anyway, this is going to be 2026 because 2025 was going to be interesting. But maybe 2026 things will be moving along a little more and we'll have some more developments that we can see so we know where we're going in 2025. So we'll see what the reading says. Just general idea of what can we expect for 2026. Make time to play, have fun, be free. Make time to play, have fun, be free. That's great, because if 2026 is anything, if it's that, we're great. We don't have anything else to worry about, because if 2026 is this, we're already there. So 2025 be a quick transition, and then we'll be in 2026. It will be already like on the verge of a modern society if we aren't already. You know, the simple fact that things take time is the only thing probably that's going to hold us back. That's exciting. That's really exciting. I was debating whether I should do this reading or not, but I'm so glad I did. Because I think 2026 is really where I want to be. Hard waiting through all this stuff, especially the political nonsense. Cauldron. Creation, opportunity, and caring. Cauldron. Well, let's see what that has to say. I'll bring this guy up a little bit. Okay, Cauldron. Cauldron. Creation, opportunity, and caring. Self-transformation, one of the central goals of witchcraft, can be intimidating. The Cauldron card reassures you that brewing change is a chance to create new opportunities for yourself as well as those around you. This can be as simple as adopting a fresh outlook. Use your magic, change your mind. The Cauldron encourages you to think creatively and to try combining things that may not seem to work together at first glance to solve a problem. The Cauldron is also a symbol of nourishing yourself and others. Caring for those around you is an enriching pursuit for all involved. Are you avoiding brainstorming different solutions when faced with a problem? Yeah, you have to kind of learn how to rethink, because your knee-jerk response may not be the one that you want to use anymore. Might be out of date. Might be something better that you could do. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, 2026. How are we showing up? Queen of Pentacles. That's nice. That's a lot of security. Material security. So, material security. Good place to start. Okay, and the Three of Cups celebration. That's the challenge. Wonder why the challenge is a celebration. Okay, and we're coming up as Five of Pentacles. So, I want to say being excluded from the group. Being cast away. cast aside. Goal. Stand in your ground. Going to Emperor. Yeah, still trying to be that Emperor. Still trying to be the Emperor. Carrying the harvest home, or is that a harvest or a burden? I'll have to see. 2026. How do you see yourself? Oh, Ten of Swords. Environment, the Lovers, business dealings, Ace of Swords, thoughts and words, divine inspiration, Knight of Cups, coming in with a gift of love. Alright, well, we start out as the Queen of Pentacles, so someone who's really grounded and really materially comfortable, luxurious. This is the Queen of Pentacles, is our patron card for the channel, but this Queen of Pentacles just looks different. That's all. Anyway, celebration is what's challenging us, that we haven't gotten there yet. I'm not sure why celebration would be challenging us, probably because we haven't gotten there yet. We've been cast aside. We've had to stand our ground. We're still going to become the Emperor because we have the tools of the Emperor. We are all those things, and we are a commanding presence. And we have a harvest. We see ourselves as, the wounded warrior, but standing our ground, but, taking our lumps. That's how we see ourselves, as somebody who's maybe defeated. But the Lovers is usually deals, relationships, divine inspiration, so a calling perhaps. And the Knight of Cups is bringing in his cup of love. Sometimes he can be a little tricky. Okay, so okay, well, that's where we sit at the moment. Let's see what the Lenormand is going to add. I almost feel like this is the general population, maybe. Like we were sitting as the Queen of Pentacles, and maybe we want to celebrate because we're Bitcoiners, but we've always been the outcasts, and we've always had to stand our ground. And the Emperor usually comes in and, bosses everybody around. They're all about structure, and they're all about, well, the Hierophant is more that way, but the Emperor is usually a guy who's in charge. But there's this harvest, and we've been doing the work, and we do have the harvest. So I'm not sure why we're seeing ourselves. Maybe there's a lot of people who have been defeated because of the money situation. I mean, we're collecting a harvest, but there's a lot of people that are defeated. And there's all kinds of deals going on, and they're realizing that people with Bitcoin, you have to be of high integrity in order to make deals with people with Bitcoin, because they have high integrity. And, slow and steady, the good deals are going to be coming in. But it's going to be a little weird, because there's still going to be the nasty side of life kind of rearing its ugly head here. So maybe they're going to be, how like a pendulum, when you have it, and then all of a sudden, something tips the pendulum and it goes to the good side, but then it has to swing back again. So maybe we're at 2024 here, and we're going to swing into 2025, and it's going to balance more, but then we're going to have to swing back. That might be what happens. crossroads. So yeah, we're still making some decisions and working out some things. Challenges. And a woman. So it could be that the women are rising up and saying this society doesn't work for us because it's a patriarchy and we need to change some things. And that means we're going to cut them out. We're cutting out the dead wood and we're going to make it better for everybody. Not just for the patriarchy. We're going to make it good for everybody. So that's that story. Yeah, it seems like 2025 is going to be nice, but then 2026 we're going to have to get back to the grindstone. And we're going to have to go through some stuff. Because I think the things that were going on in 2025 are going to continue to go on until we realize they can't go on anymore. So there's going to be some losses, definitely. And maybe we're not going to see those in 2025. 2025 may be more about build-up. And 2026 might be more about, alright, let's just do the final cleansing here. This scythe again. We keep seeing that in these readings. Keep showing up. 5th house, passion. I got these cards because I wanted to learn more about astrology. So these Astro Oracle deck, Star Codes, is great. 5th house. Fifth house, passion. If your chart was a village map, the 5th house might be the outdoor cafe on the square where romance hovers, teenagers meet, and children run around the edges. Music wafts, the poet speaks. Here people take risks. The 5th house speaks of our capacity to love in the form of affairs, romance, self-expression, creative processes, investments, and performance. Ponder your loves and longings, whatever activates your heart, and ask yourself what you love enough to share with the whole world. The 5th house asks you to believe in yourself and put this activated heart into action. Think of what activates the sparkly magic you feel when your artistic muse plays with you. Remember what stirs the first twinkle in the eye of a new relationship, the luminous quality of the beginnings of a love affair. No matter your age, your inner adolescent sparks your creative process. To nurture that spark, be playful, grab a spontaneous moment, and let your imagination wander. Look for a work culture that encourages playful, creative, risk-taking, and adventurous collaboration and exploration. This is where the juicy new ideas arise. To form a good foundation for partnerships, you don't skip the courtship. Learn how to bring each other joy, and come back to renew that spark in the years ahead. The 5th house also speaks of the children of the heart and the arts and the body. The desire for a child, a love affair, the first stirrings of a book or a sculpture, or the first notes of a song are your sparks for this creation. The 5th house asks you to take a risk, and you may need to invest in materials and be disciplined to manifest your desires. Yeah, that's how we bring this harvest home. The challenge is to bring your inner adolescent out to play, but watch that it doesn't get stuck in the self-centered place and sweep up in the thrill of creation and damn the consequences. Let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. Yeah, make time for play. Have fun. Well, that's cool. Great. Happy. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be terrible because we're going to be in 2026 after all. But 2025 is going to be just fun and a lot of nice stuff. And then we're going to have to buckle down again. It's going to be like 2025 is childhood and 2026 is adolescence. It seems like that. You know, it's going to be a struggle, but it's nothing we can't get through. And get through successfully. Yeah, it's going to have its share of heartache because that's That's what adolescence is like, you know. Thoughts and words, hurt feelings, you know, things that didn't work out. How could I have been so stupid? That kind of thing. All right, let's see what the moon's going to say about 2026. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. I want to say we got that same card for 2025. Is that true? Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you're magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought. And emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is a sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit, so when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Have some sexy time. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth. Magic and shamans, its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio and the appearance of this card at any other time suggests you need to do that now. Okay? So, a little inner work. Do what scares you. Grow up. Yeah. That's alright. Keep breaking boundaries. Keep doing things that are unusual, that you've not done before. Try it out. It's not about good or bad and anything. It's about the experience. Just have the experience. Bathe yourself in something new. Like they said, study something you haven't studied before, like a new religion or a new philosophy or something else that you can say, wow, this is really different. Raccoon energy. So this is for 26 and 25. Look at that. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought that would happen? And there you are. Talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists and to a greater and lesser degrees. That was terrible. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to a greater and lesser degree. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or a creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Yeah, I think that's that adolescent energy. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in artists' favor. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who the audience thinks I am? What if I am really ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. Generous friend, exceptional artist. Generous friend, exceptional artist. Well, that's cool. That's a good ending to our reading. It seems, it feels a lot like, like adolescent kind of energy. Like, you know what you're doing, but you don't really know what you're doing. And you're trying new things and wearing different hats and seeing yourself in different ways. And that's all good stuff because that's how you grow. That's how you grow. So, even though we're going to be progressing we're going to need to try new things and grow as humans and understand new information that comes to light. And, you know, it's a process. It's an ongoing process. But that's what it looks like for 2026 at this point. That's what we're allowed to know, I guess. So, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, if you will, so when I put up new content, you'll be notified. And I want to thank you for your time, and I want to thank my 55. And I'll see you tomorrow.